Rain out. Sometimes you hate to hear it. Sometimes it's music to your ears. You know those mornings where it's hard to get up because you stayed up too late and you're laying there and you can hear the rain on the roof of your camper? Oh yeah. You question whether you should pack your lunch and you're just hoping they'll call a rainout so you can go to the breakfast joint and have some coffee, visit with some friends, shoot the breeze, and then be off for the day. Snap out of it. You're not getting rained out. You gotta go make 25 welds. You gotta get pumped up. It's time to go to work. Still gonna get my coffee though. Today I'm telling you how to survive a rainout. These are my tips and tricks for what to expect, how to use them wisely, and how not to blow your whole paycheck. Also, if you haven't heard about my inner circle, I'll share more about that too. It's the perfect rainy day activity and one that I highly recommend. We made it for people just like you. Before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure and subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video every Friday. I'm Austin Ross, also known as A Ross Welding here online. On this channel, we talk all about being a rig welder or a pipeliner, and I share tips on the traveling lifestyle. Today, the topic is rainouts. Man, oh man, have I learned some things the hard way about rainouts. Rainouts are one of those things that some people love and some people hate. A lot of guys want to work every waking minute that they can. They'd rather be working 7 days a week because they're away from their families, so they might as well be working. Keeps them out of trouble. As to where some guys or gals, their spouses are with them and they don't mind a rain out every now and again. Gives them time to spend with their family, especially if they still pay you to show up or for at least half a day. Most jobs there's a minimum on rainouts. You usually get anywhere from 2 to 4 hours just to show up for rainouts. Or like if you're in the 798 like myself, if you get rained out before 11, you only get 5 hours as a welder. But if you get rained out after 11, you get paid a full day, whatever the job was pre-job before, which is usually 10 hours. But what do you do on these rainouts? The first and best thing to do is use the day off to catch up on things, especially if you haven't had one in a while. Usually it's a weekday and you don't get many of those whenever businesses are open. It's a good time to do maintenance on the truck, do maintenance on the camper, send mail to family or make returns, catch up on sleep, do your laundry, go get groceries, etc. It's also a good time to visit with friends. A lot of guys will cook out, go golfing, go to the gun range, stuff like that. Socialize. I wanted to make this video because I find most people get stuck in a rut for rainouts, and they are usually extreme. Either they spend every dollar they made that week, or they don't do anything. Even if they get multiple rainouts a week or a month. I'm guilty of both. I tend to be a hermit crab. I think it's important to find some balance while working on the road. A lot of pipeliners joke about blowing all their money. Some make the joke and don't really blow it, and some really have. Them daggum casinos or gun stores. Get you every time. The joke doesn't make you feel any better though, I can promise you that. It's a bad feeling and you'll have buyer's remorse like none other. My tip for this is to keep a running list of things you need or want to look at. If you do go shopping, shop from that list. That way you're not buying just to buy. It's fine to not hoard your money, but don't be crazy and spend it just because you're bored. Also keep in mind you can look around but not actually purchase. If your buddies are going to the gun store, go with them. Just look around, hang out, be social, but do it without wrecking your plans or goals that you've set for yourself. Question of the day. What is your go-to rainout activity? Casino, gun store, Bass Pro, Cabela's, breakfast. Daggum, breakfast gets me. Okay, so when should you leave home if you're a hermit or a homebody? If you truly like being at the camper or the hotel, that's fine. But it's really easy to get into a mindset of, I can't spend any money at all. I have to save all my money. Or the worst, staying in because you feel guilty of doing something other than work without your family. Invite a friend over to cook or watch the game. Go drive around. You work hard and you work long hours. You deserve to enjoy this lifestyle. And part of that is taking advantage of these days off. Our favorite thing to do is go sightseeing or drive a little bit further to go check out a cool restaurant that we found out about. Kayla, my wife, usually has a running list of places within 30 minutes or an hour or up to 6 hours away. Usually when I get rained out, we'll go anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours away. Just pick a place on our list and start driving. You can figure out the rest on the way. If it's a Saturday and we're off Sunday, where they call a multiple day rainout, we'll go a little bit further. We've driven up to 6 hours with just 2 days off. Most won't do that, and I'm not saying it's not stressful or it wasn't more stressful whenever we first started traveling, but we enjoy having the memories. Lastly, this is good for rainouts or just pipeline life in general. Find yourself a hobby. I haven't been the best at this, but I do think it's important if you're traveling alone. Find something you can take with you or do in your camper or hotel. Some guys even turn this into a side business to diversify their income a little bit. You can do that, but you don't have to. It's important to have something productive to do with your time. In the long run, it keeps you healthy, saves you money, and helps with feeling so lonely. A lot of us have hobbies at home, but we lose them whenever we go on the road. Hunting, fishing, piddling, building things in the shop. That's what I like to do. I don't have a shop on the road. Find something that's easy to take with you. Hobbies are also something I really suggest to anyone trying to stay clean while working on the road. You may have already found one as part of your recovery, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it. You could always go to the yard and give some advice to a helper that's practicing to be a welder, stuff like this. Drinking beer used to be my hobby. Since I quit, I realized how much time I spent doing it. I'm happier now that I'm more productive with my time off and I'm not constantly waking up with a hangover. I feel fresh, alive, and motivated, whereas it used to feel like Groundhog Day, just kind of blah, blah, blah. For me, I do YouTube. Let me know if you need a video on some hobby ideas. As I mentioned before, my inner circle is a great rainy day activity, but it's also good for every day and for a lot of different reasons. I want to personally invite you if you haven't already joined. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, we've created an inner circle for people just like you. It was born out of a need I had when I was a new pipeline welder and a need I still have as a current pipeline welder. Its sole purpose is to help my community connect. It's how you can start building your network before you know anybody. It's where you meet someone today and stay connected with them for years to come. Maybe you become best friends, or maybe they help you get a job in a few years. It's for anyone wanting to do this for the long haul. You get answers from a variety of people. You feel less alone because everyone understands you. You grow as a person with the help of our monthly self-development challenges. It's a social network for rig welders, pipeliners, and their families. There's a link in the description where you can check out the perks and come join us. I hope to see you on the inside. Before you go, make sure to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to see more videos like this one. If you want to get notified when I post a new video, make sure and ding that bell. My advice for this week is don't fall into what's cool or what everybody else is doing. I can't believe how much I've done this since becoming an adult. I never saw myself as chasing status or some cool factor, but looking back, it's surprising to see what I was blind to. Whether it's a rainy day activity or something else, just make sure you're staying focused. You know what your goals are and you're focused. Living with intention. Maybe you're not where you want to be, but I promise if you live like this instead of following what others are doing, you will make it happen. As they say, stay in your own lane and learn something every day. See you next week or inside the inner circle. Thanks for watching.
Specifically rainouts, oh my god.
Enough weirdness, Austin. That's enough being weird and stuff, man.